chat, we frequently talk. He comes up with great ideas, and we kind of just hash them out and see what's best for the community. And Adam has had a couple of really strong ideas this past term, one being wage theft ordinance. We know Adam has brought to the table all of his experience that he has had in his public jobs, representing unions and people, and also up at the labor relations and everything else. So Adam knows how people can get hurt by wage theft. And he worked really hard with the city and with the unions to come up with an ordinance that made sense and one that we can implement. And we are implementing in all of our contracts and RFPs that we submit today. So thank you, Adam, for all your work on wage theft. He works hard on Wednesdays, it's not just Wednesdays, because Adam works hard for the people and for the community at large. He has diligently worked on zoning ordinances and changes harder than anyone I've seen probably in the last decade. He's worked just really, really tirelessly to make changes. And he spearheaded so many things in our community because he wants to see Medford Square survive and be healthy and vibrant and active and have housing and have new businesses there. So he's working with us on zoning in Medford Square. He knows the importance of Mystic Ave and how it's the gateway to our community. He's the one talking about it all the time. So we're going out and we're getting grants so that we can help him do his job better at a higher level. So he's just a fabulous guy. He's one of the brightest people I know that we converse with frequently. He's just very, very intelligent. So we're very lucky to have him. I'm lucky to call him my city councilor. And without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Adam Knight tonight.
It's always very difficult speaking after Mayor Burke. He's done a great job, but when you have to speak after Mayor Burke, there are some big shoes to fill. And I don't think Mayor Burke's unfamiliar with having big shoes to fill. But he's done a great job. You've really done a great job in your first term. And I'm proud to call you a friend. I'm proud to be able to stand beside you and work along with you on a number of these items. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your leadership and your help this evening. I appreciate all that you do for the citizens of Medford, especially myself. We've been able to develop a good, long, strong working relationship over the years, and I thank you very much for being here tonight. Representative Fortunato, who had to leave, I was making him stay too long. He had an appointment that he had to make tonight. But Paul's been a friend for a number of years. I supported him when he was a city councilor. I supported him when he was a state representative when he first ran for office, and I continue to support him to this day because he does a great job for the city of Medford. So I want to also publicly acknowledge Representative Paul Donato and his support. But most importantly, I'd like to recognize all of you for being here this evening. And I really give yourself a round of applause. You know, looking around and seeing everybody in this room, it really just proves to me that I have the best friends and family that anybody could ask for. So thank you very much for showing your support. I wouldn't be able to stand up here if it wasn't for you. So thank you very, very much. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize my campaign committee. Now, in years past, I'd say, you know, I'd like to thank my campaign committee. Put your hand up and step forward, and they'd all put their hand down and take a step back. Because these people are really workhorses, and they don't like accolades, they don't like the spotlight. But they're not going to be that lucky this evening. So I'd like to take a moment to introduce them. We have my campaign chairman, and that's Sean Mangan. Michael Nestor and Bobby Maloney. Joe Rosa and Sean and my mother Dee Knight. My good friend Bill Starella. Jason Carmichael. We also have 3 new additions to the campaign committee this year. We have Leonard Glyona. Miguel Piso. Christopher Philpott. The success of the campaign is really contingent upon everything that they do, and I can't thank them enough for the work that they've put in. If you look around tonight, you'll see the work that they're putting in. It's really paying off. They're a hard-working group, and I'd be lost without them. So thank you very much, guys. mentioned my parents earlier, but I'd like to thank them again, because I wouldn't be able to do this without them. They've done a great job helping out with the kids. And I wouldn't be able to go to all these night meetings and go to all these weekend events if it weren't for them helping out. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I appreciate all that you do. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize my father-in-law, Greg O'Keefe, and my mother-in-law, Virginia, who wasn't able to make it this evening. They too help pick up the slack with the kids whenever we need it. So it's something that, you know, I can't thank you enough. It's a lifesaver and a miracle, and we wouldn't be able to do it without you. So thank you very much. I'd also like to introduce my wife, Allison. And I know she's probably hiding in the back somewhere.
Right here.
There she is. I'd like to introduce my wife, Allison. Now, it seems like yesterday, in 2013, when I stood before you all and I made the same announcement that I was running for election for the Medford City Council. And that same night, Allison and I had an announcement to make. And we had an announcement that we were going to be having a new addition to the family. And that was Ryan. And here's Ryan today, standing in the middle of the event. And then we fast forwarded to 2015. And I stood before you again. And I told you, I'm going to run for city council. And Allison and I also made an announcement in 2015. We said that our family was going to grow a little more. And there's Brendan. Now, this year, when I spoke with Allison about continuing to serve in public office, around St. Patrick's Day, you know, she came to me and she said, "Are you running for office again this year?" And I said, "Well, I think so. You know, both our children were born in December. We've had great luck. We ran strong. November we got elected. December we had the kids. And so keep in mind, right around St. Patrick's Day, she comes up to me and she says, "Are you running?" And I said, "Well, yeah, absolutely. I think I'm going to run. You know, with your support, I think it'll be great." And she goes, "I'll support you, Adam, but does this mean we have to have another kid again?" So, Allison, thank you very much. Everything's been great. The kids are healthy, happy, and she's doing a wonderful job. And it's really the best work that I've been able to put out there with my two children. So thank you, Allison, for helping me with that. I appreciate it. No problem. I'd also like to take an opportunity to thank my council colleagues for being here this evening. The councilors in this room tonight are a good group. And they're very, very, very good to work with. And together, we've done some good work. We've probably put out a better work product than any council in recent history, in recent memory. And it's a pleasure serving with you. But that's not to mean that we don't have our differences of opinion from time to time, which we do. But I will say that our collective efforts are all in the best interest of the city of Medford. And I can honestly say that over the past 2 years, Medford's made great progress. We've laid the foundation for many great things to come. We've committed to public safety and are moving forward on design and construction of a new police department, with plans to then construct a new fire department and a new training facility. We're implementing the Community Preservation Act to expand opportunities in recreation, open space, housing, and historic preservation. And we've committed to the revitalization of Medford Square, with the reconstruction of Riverside Plaza, the plans for a second hotel behind City Hall, and the ongoing discussions about the Clipper Ship Connector. We've purchased 12 new police cars, a second set of turnout gear for our fire department, and 10 vehicles for our DPW. And we've delivered over $2.8 million in community development funds to service organizations like the Boys and Girls Club, the Council on Aging, the West Medford Community Center, and Mystic Valley Elder Services. We've also proclaimed our city's commitment to diversity and equality and expanded funding services to fight addiction in our community. We've passed the University Accountability Act to protect our neighborhoods. And one of my proudest accomplishments that Mayor Burke spoke about was the wage theft ordinance, which holds public contractors accountable and helps protect working families. The list goes on and on. As I like to say, we've done good work in partnership with Mayor Burke. From a financial standpoint, the city's on strong footing. We have a strong foundation to build upon. We have an AA+ bond rating, and we've been able to build upon our reserves. And just last night, we completed our budget hearings for the fiscal year 18 budget. This budget provides $122 million for the delivery and implementation of key city services in areas like public safety, infrastructure, and the environment. And it also provides $57 million in an investment to our public schools so that we can continue to comply with all of our state and federal requirements while still having the ability to expand upon our educational opportunities for our youngsters. Some highlights of this year's budget include the establishment of a full-time recreation department to streamline and expand upon recreational opportunities. Funding a recovery coach to combat addiction in our community. Funding a traffic engineer to address the ever growing problem of congestion in traffic in Medford. Commitment to low, under 25 student to teacher classroom ratios in our elementary and middle schools. And one thing that I'm very excited about is the creation of Bistro 489, a fully operational culinary arts program at the vocational school on Medford High School's campus, constructed and operated fully by members of our student body. This is a good budget. It builds upon the many successes that we've had in years past, and it continues to make a commitment to public safety, to education, to infrastructure, and to economic revitalization. These are the keys to the long-term stability of our community, and I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to serve as your city council and fight for these things. Being a city council is a job I take very seriously, and I want you to know that I'm here for you. I'm here to help. I ran for city council because I want to help people. I want to continue to help people, and I want the opportunity to serve. Now, I've always said that I'm not going to be right about everything 100% of the time, and that's okay, because no one person ever is right about everything 100% of the time. And I've also always said that we're not going to agree about everything 100% of the time. And that's okay too, because no two people can ever agree on everything all the time. But you'll always know where I stand and what I stand for. I've said it in the past and I'll continue to say it. I stand for safe streets and great schools. I stand for strong infrastructure, and I stand for vibrant downtowns. I know that's what you stand for. And together we've accomplished a great deal this past term. There's more work that needs to be done. I'd like to be a part of this work, and I'm asking you for your support and your vote this November so we can move forward and win a third time and capture a seat on the Medford City Council. Thank you very much.